Good morning, friends. Welcome to the free demo of data analytics using Power BI. And today is the last demo and free demo. And from Monday, you will be able to receive a new meeting ID and you will be able to continue in that. So you will be able to, get the payment details and everything today so that you can make the payment today by 6 o'clock and tomorrow we are off. Even though you make payment tomorrow, so we will not be able to, send you the new meeting ID. So this meeting ID may not be working from Monday. So from Monday, we're going to see how to install the SQL Server software and how to install the Power BI software. So after that, the real classes are going to start, right? So we will be having the classes from Monday to Friday. Since it is a demo, I'm taking the demo on Saturday, but usually we don't take any classes on Saturday and Sunday, and compulsorily you have to practice all the elements. So what are the things you need to practice? As I told you, business intelligence means not only Power BI, or business intelligence means not only simple 20 days of Power BI or 5 days of SQL Server. It is not like that. So BI means, so business intelligence means reporting past. So you need to always start SQL in depth, right? So this will be 45 days classes we're going to be giving you. Videos only we have. We don't have any live classes. This you need to practice plus Power BI 45 days. So these will go parallelly. 45 days means approximately 2 months. Approximately 2 months. So this you need to prepare based on the videos. So you need to buy the videos. We have SQL Server, Telugu and English videos. So you need to make the payment for this course and tell them clearly, I wanted to buy English videos or I wanted to buy Telugu videos. Anything is fine. You will be able to get the videos and practice them. And Power BI, we are going to be having at the same time from Monday. We are going to be, discussing Power BI. If you have any SQL questions, you will be able to ask them in the Power BI class. So before the class or after the class. So once it is done, so you need to make the payment for SQL Server and you need to make the payment for Power BI now. So you should not do anything extra now. Clear? So compulsorily SQL is needed, and as I told you, 60%, 60 to 70% interview questions are going to come from SQL Server. If you know basics, that is not enough. If you have studied SQL Server elsewhere, that is not enough. And if you know at least some here and there some videos you have on SQL, that is not enough. So I strongly recommend to watch these videos, because these videos are from very very basic level. Any non-IT people can understand very very easily. You have to take daily one video, watch 15 minutes and take the notes. And if you have a time, watch 15 minutes. If you don't have a mood, don't watch the video. Come in the evening, again watch it for 15 minutes. Like that, you will get 1 hour videos. 1 hour videos you need to watch 15 minutes and write the notes. Compulsorily, you need to have pen and paper and you need to draw all the diagrams and take the complete note so that you can refer it. Am I clear? As well as for the Power BI also, you need to maintain running notes. Whatever I give is the videos, daily videos I will be giving it. If you miss any class or if you are not able to come, whatever be the reason, to the class, the daily recorded videos will get uploaded. The link will be shared so that you should not be worried about any issues. Clear? If you have a fever or if you don't have a network or power supply on that day, you should not be worried about. So this video will be uploaded by 12 o'clock in the afternoon in our portal. So that portal link will be shared people who are making the payment. Clear? So as soon as you make the payment, you will be given the portal access so that you will be able to get all the videos over there. And you will be also part of the Telegram group. We are going to be creating a Telegram group so that you will also be part of there. If you have any questions, you can ask in the Telegram group. Someone can reply. If they are not able to reply, at least I am there. I can also help you. If you don't get any reply anyhow, the next day class you will be able to ask. Clear? So Telegram group will get created. So as soon as you make the payment, so our team is going to be creating and monitoring that, and daily videos and everything will be taken care. Clear? So the next one, only 1 and 2 you need to enroll. So this will be for September and October. You're going to be learning these two courses. Then in the month of October, you have to enroll for SSIS. This will be for 25 days, approximately 1 month. Clear? So this again paid course you need to enroll. Then data warehousing will be given for free. Data warehousing for free, it will be given. It will be for only 7 days. Then SSAS tabular model cube will be given. It will be for some 3 to 4 classes, and this is also free subject. Clear? So you will get these two free, and you have to enroll SQL Server and Power BI today. You need to make the payment for these two courses, and SSIS you can make the payment at the in the month of October, right? It is month of November. It is month of November. You need to enroll. So September, October, you will be able to finish. Okay. So whatever I'm saying, you have to follow strictly that, and don't tell me that my friend told me not to learn that. My friend told me not to do this. My brother told me don't do this. My cousin told me don't do this. Don't tell me those kind of stories, because if you wanted to follow one guru's direction, please follow blindly, because many success stories we were able to get from this direction, right? Last month other people are saying they don't have Power BI calls, they don't have jobs, but we got approximately 27 to 30 offer letters last month. There are a lot of non-IT people get into IT industry. Minimum salary 9 lakhs to 16 to 17 lakhs of salary packages. They got it. 30 people approximately got the jobs. I'm going to be sharing the link on Monday's class. I cannot record those names and everything, but definitely you can talk to some of those people, how they have cracked the interview. So getting a single offer letter is not a simple. So some people got 3 4, and some of them are 10 years, they are completely housewives. BCom guys, botany zoology guys, 2006 passed outs guys. So, and Open University BA guys, they cracked the interview, and I had shown you the offer letters as well, right? So last 1 month, other people are saying no calls, but we are able to easily crack the interviews. 30 people, cracked the interviews last month in the month of August. So that is how the Go Online trainings is helping the people to get into IT industry. So starting point is not so important. You may be a non-IT person, you may be a sales guy for 10, 15 years, or your age may be 40, 45 years, doesn't matter. You may be a, education gaps, right? So you have any problem, doesn't matter. But only thing is that you are going to take from the very, very basic level to advanced level, and daily minimum 1 hour Power BI class will be there. And SQL Server, we don't have a live classes. You have to compulsorily watch daily one SQL Server video and practice. And if you have any questions, you can ask in the Telegram group, as well as you can ask me the SQL questions in the next day Power BI class, right? Without SQL Server, you will not be able to get into IT sector, because that is very, very important. Any graduate, any year passed out, easy to learn, no coding, non-IT to IT, hard skill, placement, and job support we're going to be providing. So you should not be worried about anything, right? 3 months is the complete duration, September, October, November. And in the middle of November, we'll tell you how to prepare a CV, how to explain the project. And if you need anything else, we will be able to cover. I am there till you get the placement. I am there with you till you get the placement. So you should not be worried about it. So if you don't get the proper mentoring, definitely, even though you're a good, intelligent guy, you will be failing. I had seen many people, their intelligence, but only what is missing, proper direction is not there, proper gurus are not there. So there was a guy in Rajkot, right? He was failing as a lawyer, and he couldn't won not even single, case against British people. So continuously 4 5 years he was having fear to discuss with the English government. So who's that guy? Mr. Gandhi, right? So Mahatma Gandhi was not able to, win not even a single course. He was always having a fear, right? But his Guruji, his, mentor was Gopala Krishna Gokhale. So Gopala Krishna Gokhale, turned his life. So after that Rajkot, Gujarat, he went to South Africa and he was there for South Africa almost for 24 or 28 years in South Africa. At the age of 48, he came back to India. Then because of Gopal Krishna Gokhale, he became a Mahatma Gandhi. So even though you have a lot of powers, but you need to have a proper mentor, right? If you don't have a proper mentor could be your mother, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, or your husband, or your spouse. Somebody can do the mentoring. Mentoring people need not have the good qualification, but they can tell you what is right and what is wrong, and what is that you should stop, what is that you need to invest the time. Clear? Many intelligent people also getting 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees. That is because of they don't have the proper mentoring. Clear? So we have a lot of heroes like Rajnikant, Chiranjeevi. More than that, we have a lot of people who can act more than that, who can dance more than Chiranjeevi. But how come these guys cannot become heroes? Because they don't have a proper directors, proper mentors in their life. If you don't have a proper mentor, even though you're very very intelligent, you came from very good reputed institution, so end of the day you will be getting nothing. You will be able to get peanuts. Many people think that my son is very brilliant, my daughter is very brilliant, but 'cause she's not able to get the job in the any industry, whatever the industry you need it. So what is that she is lacking or he is lacking? So he or she does not have a proper mentor. He or she does not have a proper mentor. So that is the biggest mistake. So as soon I joined in Bangalore company in year 2000, I got a good mentor. His name is Srinivasan Ranganathan. He's from Chennai. He was ex vice president of Citibank. After that, he was joined in Wipro as a president in Bangalore. So after that, he left and started his own company. I got recruited there, fortunately. So that guy is from IIT Madras, IIT Chennai, and IIM Bangalore, and he was a vice president. Under his guidance, we grown up for 10 15 years, and he is currently working for ISB Hyderabad Indian School of Business. So he is the faculty for ISB, and I think his age may be 60 65 years now. So we could get that kind of a guidance from them. Because of their guidance, we were able to establish and we were able to prove ourselves in the markets. Clear? So he told me, always, Bhaskar, you have to be into the teaching field, because you can, share your knowledge, across many people, so that other people can benefit out of that. Clear? So you need to have good mentors, good gurus, so that you can achieve the skills easily, and you can also, get into the whatever be the industry you need to have a proper mentor. Clear? Proper gurus. So go online trainings.com. So we'll give you complete guidance till you get the placement. But only thing is that you have to practice, 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 and you have to develop the skill. Many people will say jobs are not there. I'll say you don't have a skill. Skills are not there with the people. So they are, they need everything in 1 month. They need everything in 20 days. They need everything in a 2 months time. It cannot happen like that. 3 months proper coaching have to be there, and plus or minus you need to have 1 or 2 months extra. If you're able to crack the interview within the third month, many people can crack the interview with the third month itself. But if not, take 1 or 2 months extra. You don't pressurize yourself. You don't pressurize yourself. So continuous efforts are needed. Clear? You may take 1 more month extra, nothing to worry about it. Am I clear? But don't leave, I'm telling you, non-IT industry where you don't get this much of a salaries, and IT industry where you will be able to get the beautiful salaries. When I compare my own friends, my own colleague, salary. He is into pharma industry, almost 20 years. He's able to get 35 lakhs per annum now. He's into a, GM, general manager, so pharma, and very, very good reputed company. But now I am into IT. We have reached more than 1 crore, 2 crore per annum in Hyderabad itself. So how come? So it is not the intelligent that you have, it is the domain in which you're working. The same guy who has done his PhD and lot of things, my friend, my own friend. So same, BSc, MSc guys, we were, and is able to get, to 35 lakhs. And now, IT industry people, they have grown more than 1 crore, 2 crore per annum in Hyderabad, in India itself. So that means even though you have intelligence, the other industries will not give you much more salaries. Clear? So if you wanted to work with that industry, you're fine. But definitely IT industry where you will be able to get very good amount of money, and you need to learn everything from scratch. Okay, so because you don't know a lot of things, and buying some 10 days videos and taking the friends coaching will not be sufficient. You need to have a proper guru, proper mentor, and a proper guidance, and proper teaching has to be there, including complex assignments and everything are included here, so that you will be able to get into the IT industry, not by a brokers, not by 20 days of 30 days of coaching. I'm telling you, 3 months rigorous training will be there, along with complete assignments and case studies projects are included. You need not worry about anything. Only practice, practice, practice. Clear? So age is not a matter, and your qualification is not a matter, and starting point is not so important for many people, right? Abraham Lincoln was a shoemaker as a starting career, but after that he became a president of America. Like Modi, he became a president of India. Earlier, he was a chai maker, right? So anybody can go anywhere. But only thing is that, do you have proper gurus in your hand? Do you take advices from them carefully? So if yes, then you can also reach the destiny. So only thing is that you have to look for good mentors, not for good courses. Courses are everywhere, but along with the course, you need to have good mentor in your life. Yeah, am I clear? So that is what we are going to be giving it to you here. So you have to, enroll this batch today, because the free demos are getting over. From Monday, we are going to slowly take the course step by step, so that within 2 to 3 months you will complete everything. You will be able to get into IT industry. You can easily survive with our knowledge. You can easily survive for 4 to 5 hours, 4 to 5 years of experience. When you showcase, you will be able to survive in the IT company, because many people, thousands of people, under my training are already working in the IT industry. And many people will say, Bhaskar Jogi, yes, yes, we know Bhaskar Jogi. He trained me. He trained, because I used to give training in Infosys campus, Mysore, Bangalore, Chennai in 2005 and 6 and 7. We used to train thousands of people in Infosys campus. Mysore, there was a big, college by, Infosys. I used to teach thousands of people over there. CGI, where we used to, teach thousands of people in CGI, Bangalore. KPT, Pune. I was there in Pune for 2008 and 9. So I used to take thousands of batches as a corporate trainer in Pune as well. So I had a teaching experience of almost 20 years, guys, and you will be able to get very good knowledge. But only thing is that you should be regular and practice. So today, let us understand what is SSIS, what is SSRS, and what is SSAS, and what is data warehousing, and what is Power BI, everything. So this is the form. You need to fill it up, and if you fill the form, daily videos will be given, plus discount fee will be given if you have your details in this form. If you filled it, means ignore it. Otherwise, you need to fill this form. I have sent you in the chat message. If not, write me a mail after the class. I will be able to send those, forms. You have to fill in it, so that you will be able to receive a payment links by 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock today. We can make the payment. Tomorrow, we are not working, guys. Okay. So, and if you need any video access and everything, so this is the guy, you have to ask him. So from Monday, you don't get these videos only people who enrolled, so those only will get the videos from Monday. And he's the guy for all your video access and everything. His name is Avinash. You will be able to ask him, ping him, saying that you have made the payment and you need the assignments, you need sequels of videos, whatever you need. So if you made the payment and send the screenshot to this guy, and if you don't get the payment links, you will be able to call these guys after 12 o'clock, or you can also mail me saying that you did not get the payment link for this. Am I clear? So don't worry about all of them. So you should be able to continue. Now, let me tell you. So, as we know that we have MSBA where you have SSIS and SSAS and SSRS, and we knew that this is a ETL tool and this is analysis tool or analytical tool, and this is what is called reporting tool. This is what is called reporting tool. Few companies are still using SSRS, but many companies are migrated to Power BI. Okay, many companies are migrated to Power BI. So we are going to learn SSIS and SSAS as well as Power BI. Before that, we are going to learn completely what SQL Server, right? So this will be for 45 days, and you will have two modules, SQL and TSQL. Both of them you need to learn. So this is the basic where you will be able to start your course. Clear? So this is what is called advanced. So this is you can learn later. So you need to buy these videos and start with the skills. First, we have English and Telugu videos are available. So whatever you wanted to buy, you will be able to buy and practice them on your own. Clear? So then you're going to be starting with Power BI. So after the Power BI gets over, in the month of November, we will have SSIS and SSAS, plus we are going to be having data warehousing skills also. So these are the complete things you have to learn for next 3 months, guys. Clear? So let us start our journey. So let us take a company called Amazon.com. So Amazon company have a lot of data, right? So you ask them where is their data. So they'll say the data available in US, some of the data in UK, some of the data in India, some of the data in Dubai, some of the data in Singapore. Why? Because they're doing the business all over the world. It is not a small company like GoOnlineTrainings.com. It is a very, very bigger enterprise company, right? If you think about Amazon sales, it is all over the world, right? So they have the branches, they have the data not only in US, they have the data in UK, they have the data in India. So that means data is decentralized. Data is what? Decentralized. So that is what is the issue. Clear? So the next issue with that, these are what is called challenges in the data. So companies have data, but what are the issues with the data? Let us understand. What are the issues with the data? So data of the company may not be in a single location. It is completely decentralized. That is the first issue with the data. We are talking about a single company. You take any company like Amazon company, Netflix company, ICICI Bank, Deutsche Bank, Citibank, or you take any company, Starbucks, right? You take any company, IBM, Microsoft, Google. There are international companies. They have the data all over the world. The biggest issue is that data is a centralized, is a challenge. The issue. The next issue is that what are the environments? I'm talking about IT environments. They have some of the data in SAP. They have some of the data in a .NET. They have data in Java. Some of data is also coming from Android mobile phones and iOS mobile phones. And some of the data also is available in Excel. Some of the data is available in notepads like that XML files, blah, blah, blah. So the next issue is that environment. So they don't have only one platform. They have multiple platforms to store the data, to get the data. Think about my company. So We are also getting some data from the YouTube. We are also getting the data from the direct phone calls. We are also getting the data from the chat window. For example, in this also, you can give me some data. Sir, this is my friend's phone number. Sir, this is my friend's email ID. He wanted to register. So I'm getting via chat of this training program. Clear? You can also send me a WhatsApp message. You can also send me a mail. So we are receiving the data in a couple of platforms: email communication, YouTube communication, chat messages, SMSs, WhatsApp, and Excel sheets. So lot of places from where we will be able to get the data. Like that, any company can get the data from different environments. Am I clear? In US, the portal data is going to be stored in SAP. We don't know. In UK, whenever you buy a product in Amazon.com, the data is stored in .NET server, Java server, Android server, like that. Many environments in which the company's sales data, the company's employee data, the company's expenses data is available. So data need not be a sales data, right? So, data means the company's HR data, employees data, expenses data, lot of data the company will have, right? So the next problem, what is the size of the data we're talking about? In some cities, the size is large. They're getting the data in the terabytes of data, petabyte of data. In some cities, the data is very, very, small and low, because it depends upon the country to country. In India, Amazon is doing, fantastic. They have large amount of data in India when you compare to other countries like Nepal or Bhutan, or you have some more Asian countries where the sales may not be very good for this company, right? So like that, some countries where the sales is more, you will be able to get every month terabytes of data, petabyte of data, zettabyte of data per month. So we're talking about medium size of data, low amount of data. Well, for example, when you go to Dubai, Singapore, it is not very good amount of data they're getting. So the size is also very, very important. All of them are called challenges of the data. So what is the data accuracy? How clean the data is? Because if you have high cleaned data, it is very, very clean data, that is good. If you have a medium clean data, we need to clean it. If you have low cleaned data, the data itself is not very cleaned, right? If the data is not so cleaned, can you take the data as it is and take it? What will happen if you take the wrong data? You will get wrong output. So it is not guaranteed that, you will get the same data. I will tell you couple of real-time examples. Let me show you where the data will be. For example, let us talk about our own company. Many times we will see duplicates, a common problem, right? So a student's inquiries, we will not be able to understand whether it is, same guy is calling multiple times or not. We will be able to get same Raj would have called with a different mobile number, different email ID. After 1 year, he would have called for the Java course. Clear? So after 1 year, he would have called. So for the Java course, same mobile and everything. But if you see, it is a duplicate data. Twice this guy got record, because actually two courses he need, but I don't want to maintain his records twice, his phone numbers twice, his email ID twice. That means in the student table you have the same same guy is inserted multiple times, right? So enrollment, calling for enrollments 5 times 4 times is fine, but registration has to be done only once, right? But whatever be the reason, we have a couple of entries, couple of duplicate entries also available. And sometimes you will see lot of not filling values. For example, you see some of times the data is not so filled, or some of the time it is not filled, some of the time it is empty. So like that, it is not filled properly. Some of the time you would have called, we don't know what course he needs. Clear? So if you don't have this information, it is impossible what is that he was looking out for. Clear? So you will be able to receive a lot of unwanted data, a lot of duplicated data, lot of misspelled data, right? Misspellings also, misspelled data also will come. So this data will not be cleaned data. If your data itself is not so cleaned, what will happen? You wanted to prepare a food. So you buy the vegetables. What you do? You do the cleaning. You get the vegetables. You do the cleaning. You cut the half potato, or you peel the potato, or you soak the vegetables in the salty water, or you boil the vegetables and remove a lot of them. So you put the salt. You do a lot of things. Why? You wanted to clean the vegetables. Clear? So always what normally we do, we get the data, we are going to be putting the data, and after that you have to clean the data. Why you have to clean? Because if you don't clean the data, it is not guaranteed that your output will be very very good, right? If you don't clean the potato, if you don't clean the tomato, so you get the vegetables from the shop, you are boiling as it is, you are not cleaning, what will happen? The food, the output, the dish which you're preparing, it is not so good. So what is that important? We have to get the vegetables, clean the vegetables, cut the vegetables, get the proper shape. Then you're going to be marinating the vegetables, adding lot of salts and spices, and soak them for 1 or 2 hours, and after that you're going to be preparing the food. So if you understand this, preparing the food is very very easy, but collecting the vegetables, cleaning the vegetables, giving a shape to the vegetables will take a lot of time. That is what is called food preparation. Clear? That is what is called food preparation. So here we are going to be calling the same thing as a data preparation. Clear? So before started cooking, you need to prepare lot of items, right? Go to the shop, buy the vegetables, get them, clean them, cut them, put them, soak them, clean the area. Then afterwards, you're going to be lighting the stove and preparing the food. So after lighting the stove, so it will take 1 hour to cook, but before you might be taking 5 to 6 hours. Go, get up in the morning, go to the shop, get the chicken, get the fish, get the vegetables, clean them. So it will take a lot of time. So what it is going to be, very, very complex activity means data preparation, collecting the data, cleaning the data, marinating the data, massaging the data is will take a lot of time. Technically we are going to be using a lot of tools. So this is what is called as a data engineering. Clear? So food engineering means that you have to get the data, clean the data, soak the data. So lot of things are going to be doing. So data preparation, data engineering is done. Once data is ready, then you go and create lot of reports. Am I clear? So data engineering, where we are going to be using SQL tools, ETL tools, data warehousing tools, data modeling techniques, right? And DAX queries also we are going to be having. Here we are going to be using only Power BI, and we are going to be creating a reports. Clear? So when you join the company, 60 to 80% of the time you are busy. Only 20% of the time you are creating a reports. Now you tell me how much time for the cooking. Cooking will not take much time. Once everything is ready, you can prepare the biryani, chicken biryani or whatever biryani you would like to have it. So within 1 hour of time. But preparation will take 4 hours. Morning 6 o'clock, you have to go to vegetable shop, get the vegetables, clean them, put them. So to give that proper shape, you will have 4 to 5 hours. Then cooking hardly will take 45 minutes. Clear? So in the data analytics space, what is very, very important, data preparation, data engineering will take a lot of time. When you join the when they join the company, what people think that I have learnt Power BI, so most of the time I'll be using Power BI. That is how the people think, but it is reverse in order. So Power BI only 20% of the time we are using. 80% of the time you're going to be working with this. And if you say that I have learnt Power BI 2 months and I have learnt only SQL Server 5 days, means you are only 20% ready for the IT industry. Clear? You are only 20% ready for the IT industry. Power BI or any reporting tool, if you don't know all these things, definitely you know only 20% of the knowledge that you acquired. So you will be thrown out of the companies as soon as possible. Am I clear? So data preparation, data engineering, because you have a lot of challenges in the data. Get the data from different locations. Big challenge. You have to get the decentralized data and make it a centralized data. Then getting the data from different environments is difficult and challenge. And dealing with a large amount of data is very difficult. When you have a low amount of data, need not be worried. When you have a large amount of data, networking capabilities are more, hardwares are more, softwares are more team is there. And cleaning also, when you have a large amount of data, cleaning will take a lot of time, right? So cleaning a 1 kg potato is easy, but cleaning 1000 kg potato is very difficult. You cannot say manually I will clean it. You need to have a automation process, right? So cleaning a 1 kg, 1 kilogram potato is very easy. And if you talking about 10 million data, 10 million data, billion data we are talking about, and cleaning that much of a data is not so easy. Clear? So manually you will not be able to implement. You need to write a lot of ETL practice. Lot of tools are going to be using where the data will get cleaned. Am I clear? So data preparation, data engineering means get the data, clean the data, put the data, soak the data. Lot of things we're going to be doing. All of them we're going to discuss. So like that. So data will have a lot of challenges. So every company is not going to give you all the data in the silver platter. Nobody will give you, hey Bhaskar, come, welcome to Amazon.com. This is my data. Now chalo, you take it, you create a report. That is not the thing. That is not the thing at all. Clear? So they'll give you the data not in the proper shape, not in the proper order. They will give you data in different formats, different ways, in different environments. But whatever be the issue, you have to work with the data. 80% of the time, you lose the time here itself. Data engineering, data preparation will take a lot of time to give a shape to the data. Okay, you have to understand the data, understand what are the difficulties they're facing, understand from where the data is available, blah. Am I clear? So to get the proper solution, so the first thing is that you have to take the decentralized data, and the first thing is that you need to centralize the data. So I have data coming from different sources. Clear? I may be getting the data from SAP, I may be getting the data from .NET. I may be getting the data from SAP or Java. So I may be getting the data from Excel files. Doesn't matter. Okay. So Excel file, flat file doesn't matter. All the data, what you have to do, you have to extract the data from here. Get the data from here. Get the data from here. All the data belongs to which company? This data belongs to a company called Amazon company. I'm talking about a company called Amazon company. Whenever you buy a product, for example, I am in India. Okay, I wanted to buy a product. This is my laptop. Morning, 8 o'clock, I would like to buy a phone. So what I do? As soon as I open www.amazon.in, clear? So I will be able to go and buy a mobile phone. Or I wanted to buy a book. I would like to buy a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Clear? So I would like to buy a book. I wanted to go here and I wanted to order this book. So as soon as I make the payment, so this site, this website, maybe Java, maybe .NET, I don't know. Clear? Even you don't know. So if you wanted to understand, this, where is the data going? This is going to be storing the data in the back end. Data will go to some server. It is going to be storing. This may be Java. This may be .NET. I don't know. But whenever I add to cart and buy the product, it is going to be going and storing the data somewhere. Remember this. Clear? So you have to know clearly how the data is going to go. As soon as you establish one row is going to go there. Like that, people are buying the product and the product. I may use Android mobile phone also either buy the product. The fresh data is going to come. This is what is called OLTP server. So as soon as I make the payment, so the fresh data may be coming to .NET. If I'm in Dubai, the Dubai may be having SAP. There you will be able to get some data. If American people are buying, the data may come here like that. So Excel data of a Singapore, there's a call center of Amazon. If you call a call center, the communication will go to Singapore. The call center guys are saying Bhaskar Jogi from India called, the product is damaged, you wanted to return it back. So the data is taken in the Excel sheet. So all the data, it is daily coming and coming and coming and coming, all the data will be here. So what is that we're going to be doing? We take all the data from here with the help of a tool called ETL tool. Clear? We are going to be using a tool called ETL tool, extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. SSIS will go get the data from here, get the data from here, get the data from here, get the data from here. All the data will be taken and loaded into one more server. Okay, this server is called as a staging server. Okay, staging means a temporary, it is not a permanent. Staging means a temporary, it is a permanent, right? It is a temporary, it is not a permanent. So what is it we do? We do data cleaning work, data cleansing work, after get the data into the staging server. Clear? These servers are nothing but again SQL or database servers. You may have Oracle server, you have SQL server, or any RDBMS servers are going to be participating as a staging. Staging means not a permanent, it is temporary. So after that, after the cleaning of the data, I'm going to be taking the data from here. Again, I'm going to be using one more ETL. One more time, I'm going to be performing ETL operation. Again, SSIS is going to come. I'm going to be using this software to get the data from the staging server. The final data is going to go and it is going to be getting into one more bigger server. This server is called as a data warehousing server. Clear? All the data, all the cleaned data of the company will be going to the which server? Data warehouse. Warehouse is a single word. You should not write like this. Space is not there. Remember, data warehouse, how it will be created? It is also created with the SQL software or RDBMS software, but you have a large amount of hardware, you will be able to get the data. Clear? So you assume that every month you are getting a large amount of data into the Amazon.com, but all the data will be going where? Will be going to the SAP server. So one day, so either today or tomorrow, someday, these these servers are full, right? Either today or after 6 months or after 1 year or after 3 years, these servers will be full. Clear? Once it is full, we are going to be getting the data from here, and all the data you are going to be putting into where? Putting into this place. And remember, all the data will come. Again, what will happen? You will go back and these servers are empty. Clear? So all the data you are capturing into the OLTP systems first, then later all the data will be going into the data warehousing system, and this is what is called OLAP system. There are two things we have to know. One is called OLTP, the second one is called OLAP systems. I will give you a simple example, you will understand better. OLTP stands for online ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ప్రాసెసింగ్. ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ అంటే తెలుగులో ఏంటి? ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ మీన్స్ లావాదేవీ ఇన్ తెలుగు. క్లియర్? సో ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ మీన్స్ లావాదేవీ. క్లియర్? సో ఓఎల్టీపీ అండ్ ఓలాప్. ఓలాప్ మీన్స్ ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ these are the two types of computers. We have OLTP computers and OLAP computers. OLAP means online analytical processing. I will tell you these things very very clearly. It is very very important interview questions. Be patience and understand this. Concentrate on this topic. OLTP means where you have a fresh data. So whenever you buy a product in Amazon.com, the data is going to come here. For example, if you're in India, the data may come here. If you're in US, the data may go there. If you're in America, if you're in Dubai, the data may come there. Fresh data, wherever you're storing the fresh data, the server may be SAP, Java, .NET, it doesn't matter. Wherever there is a fresh data, that application, that computer is called as a OLTP computer. Okay, na? OLTP means online transaction processing. So whenever you recharge or whenever you make a payment, you go to the bank and you deposit the fee for this training. So there's a fresh transaction, right? When you when you transfer the fund, so from your account to my account, my server will get one transaction, your server also will get one transaction. So what will happen? So the wherever there is a server, the server is going to be getting a lot of data saying that the cash deposit will happen to my account, the updation will come to my account, cash withdrawal will happen to your account because you're transferring the amount. Clear? So these are fresh transactions will be happening in the different servers, and those servers are called as OLTP servers. OLTP servers means where you have the fresh data, small amount of data you can store. So maximum this server capacity will be less than 1 terabyte. Okay, or in the GBs. So when you have 500 GB of data, these are full. So these are less, a less amount of data, less than 1 terabyte. And these are completely read and write data. Most of the time, these servers are busy to writing the data. Now you tell me in Amazon.com, most of the people are buying and buying, right? You watch and you buy it. You go to bank, what is that you do? Most of the time you do cash deposits and cash withdrawals and fund transfer, and lot of times writing. So once in a while you check what is my balance. Once in a while you check what is the, whether I have transferred the funds, whether success or failed. So like that, reading is only 20% in the OLTP computers. Maximum time, the servers are busy writing the data. You do the cash deposit, data writing is going to be happening. When you remove the funds from your account, data writing is going to be happening. When you transfer the funds, data writing will be happening. You will get the interest every monthly or every quarterly. Data writing is going to be happening into your account. So most of the time, we are going to be using what? Data writing and data writing. So one guy is asking a question. So why we cannot load the data from staging server to data warehouse using directly? Now you tell me. So what is that I told you? SQL server. SQL server is a what? Data storing tool. You can store the data. Okay, you have the data, right? So it can store the data, right? When we are storing the data, somebody has to copy the data, paste the data. For example, I have water in my tank. Okay. So your tank is SQL server. You can think somebody is asking, sir, why we cannot load the data from staging server to data warehousing directly using SQL? Now you tell me. I told you this is my SQL. Okay, this is my SQL where I have large amount of data. Okay, this data I wanted to send it to one more tank. Clear? Now, if you wanted to send the data, what is that you need to have? For example, there is a river. There is a river, there is a water is there. Okay. From the river, I wanted to get the water to my tank. Will it come automatically? So water is there. When the water is very good force, then slowly it will come. But it cannot guarantee that always it will come to your tank. So what is that normally we put? We'll put lot of motor pumps in between, right? Without a motor pump, it is not guaranteed that this water will come to your tank. So you have the data. SQL purpose is not to pump the water. SQL purpose is to store the data. What is the purpose of SQL? SQL purpose is store the data. But I am saying you take this data, pump it. Pumping means who's going to be pumping? Pumping will be done always by ETL. Clear? So you put SSIS here. So it will take all the data from here. It is going to be pumping. So without this pump, sometimes from the river, the water will come out. But it is not guaranteed that it will go to the proper destination. So normal people will have lot of projects, Kaleshwaram project, Polavaram project, have you know? Right? So it is not guaranteed that you cannot pump the data. Clear? Because the purpose of SQL not for the pumping. Remember, the purpose of SQL to store the data for the pumping the data. So ETLs are nothing but motor pumps. Remember that. Clear? So it has to pump the data. That is what you need to have. So from here to here you need to get the data, means you need to have what? ETL. So SQL, what is the purpose? The purpose of SQL is to store the data, right? So Vishal is asking, we have a live data in OLTP server and we took a backup of data in OLAP server, and after taking a backup, we don't have data in OLTP. We are not going to take the backup. Try to understand. Backup is something different. Backup is something different. We are not going to take any backup. We are simply putting this on and we are going to go to the data. Then we are going to be deleting the data from here. Why we have to delete? If you keep the data, for example, this hardware size is, let us say, 1 terabyte you have. Okay, 1 terabyte you have. First month half of filled, next month another half filled, 2 months the server is full, right? So what normally we do, once that is server is full, definitely you need to take that old data, you are going to be putting it here. You go to amazon.com and see, how many transactions you can take. Maximum you can see last 6 months of transactions only you can see, not more than that. Why? You go to bank and you see, I wanted to see 2010 transactions of mine. Can you see the data? I opened my bank account in 2000 year. Can I go to ICICI Bank and see, show me my data, last 5 years of data? It will not tell you. It will give you maximum 2 months, current month and last month. Why? Because the OLTP banking industry is going to store only 2 months data. Beyond that, they are storing all the data where? Into the data warehousing. They are going to be deleting the data from the source. Because they have only 1 terabyte of hard disk, if they don't delete the data, it will be full. You will not be able to do new transactions, right? So remember, all the historical data will be available in the OLAP. It is also called as a data warehousing. All the fresh data will be available here. So if you're talking about this data and this data, so it is not a fresh data. After 1 month, it will become historical data. So remember, OLAP means data warehouse. Remember, OLAP means what, Nana? Data warehouse, where you have the historical data of the company. Yesterday data is historical data. Last month data, last quarter data, last 5 years of data is historical data. Every month you are getting, let us say, 500 GB of data into 12 months of data, it will become 6 terabytes of data into 12 years of data. It will become 60 terabytes of data. So it will be in the terabytes. Remember, it will be in the terabytes. You may have 10 terabytes, you may have 20 terabytes, like that. Data warehousing, where you are going to be having the data into the terabytes, and OLTP machines where you will be able to have the data in the GBs. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. It is not the writing. Nobody will modify, because it is historical data. It is a completely read-only data. Now you tell me, last month you made lot of transactions in the bank. Will you be going and modifying those transactions, saying that I have sent 1,000 rupees to my father? I wanted to modify. I wanted to modify the date. I wanted to modify my name. Can you do that? No, you bought a lot of items in the Amazon.com last 1 month. Can you modify any data there? You cannot modify, because it is historical data, right? So data warehousing data is in the terabytes, historical data, read-only data. Lot of other points you don't understand, but I will write. So normalized data, you don't understand now. So this is very, very important point. We will understand after 1 month. Very, very important. This is what is called denormalized data. You will have less indexes. So you don't understand this point as well. But in the interview, this is a compulsory question. So by the time you finish the course, you will be able to understand these 2 points. More indexes. And here, lot of end users are connected. So Amazon.com is a site who's going to be connecting. So only the end user, me, my wife, my brother, my sister, my friends, you and me, all are called end users. Clear? We are going to be connecting to the OLTP. So this is a OLTP site. Remember that. This is a OLTP site where the end users are connected and buying the product. Clear? But once the data is gone here, who's going to be using this data? This is not by you. This will be taken by a business user. Business user means a manager in the managers, officers in the companies, right? Officer, and there is a manager, right? So all these people are CEOs of the companies, CFOs or CXOs. CX means anything, right? So all the people are going to be, joining, and they wanted to analyze the data. So data analysis is going to be happening always on the historical data. Data analysis is not going to be happening on the OLTP data. Remember, so data analytical processing, data analytics will be done by the business users on the historical data, on the large amount of data. So normally we are going to be using data warehousing data or OLAP data, on which we are going to be creating a lot of reports. Am I clear? So after that you go, you get the data here. You are going to be storing the data. Billions and millions of data is going to come. So data warehouse is SQL database. You are going to be storing the data. After that, what we do? We create a report. Before creating a report, you do one more activity. Somebody has to processing, right? You're only storing the data. That is not sufficient, right? Somebody has to process the data. What do you mean by processing? I wanted to perform the summing operation. For example, I have some data like 10, 20, 12, like that. I have a billions of numbers are available, right? I wanted to know what is the total. 10 plus 20, 30, 30 plus 12, 42. I wanted to get the grand total. So this is what is called processing. Processing will be done by the SSAS, where we are going to be creating a cube. So SSAS is there to perform the aggregations or to process the data. What do you mean by process? I wanted to know sum. I wanted to know average. I wanted to know what is the minimum sales. I wanted to know what is the mean, mode, standard deviation. These are called processing. Clear? If you wanted to do summing process, for example, you have a lot of data, do the summing on the large amount of data, you will go mad. If you have a billions of numbers, can you do sum easily with manually? So can you use a calculator? No. So calculator is also very, very, a small unit. When you have a large amount of data where you would like to do a simple sum. Clear? So data warehousing is a SQL database. The purpose of SQL is to store the data, right? It should not give you one more operation saying that you also process the data. So SQL database will become heavy. SQL database will become heavy. So what normally will happen? You will have small work will be handled by one team, one more work will be handled by one more team, right? So data storing will be taken care by SQL or data warehousing. So data processing will be happening by one more application. That is what is called SSAS, right? So after that, what normally we do? We create a report. So we take the data from the cube, we create a beautiful report. Okay, so reporting you can create with the help of Excel sheet or with the help of SSRS or with the Power BI. Any tool you can use or Tableau. So this is what you are going to be creating a report. This report will be given to the management business user. So I am the officer in Amazon.com. I wanted to know various reports. all the reports are given to this. This is not an end user. This guy is the business user. Always data analytics is going to be done on the data warehousing data with the help of a SSAS cube. Clear? So this guy will get lot of reports. This guy will be analyzing the reports. Why the last year sales is not so good in India? Last month sales, because historical data means the last month sales, last year sales, last 5 years sales. You can create any kind of a report. The report will be given to whom? Business user, who can take the decision to improve the business, is called as a business intelligence. Clear? Business user who is going to be taking the reports and understanding the report and how the sales is happening, blah blah blah, and he is able to take the decisions to improve the business, is called as a business intelligence. In simple words, business intelligence means you can understanding the past, because data warehousing is going to be having a large amount of historical data. I will give you a simple example, you will understand in the better. I don't have a water to my house. So what is that we do? Every day morning water comes. Every day water comes to the street, or a water tanker comes in the morning to my street. What I do? I wake up, my mother, me, everybody will go. We carry a bucket. Okay. I'm carrying this bucket. You think that this is a bucket, and I'm carrying a silver bucket. My sister carrying a plastic bucket. My brother carrying one more bucket. So there are various buckets we are carrying. All of them are bucket. What is the bucket size? 30 to 40 liters it can have. So we can go to the street morning 6 o'clock. The water tanker comes. So we switch on the water tanker, the water comes, and this bucket is full, this bucket is full, this bucket is full, this bucket is full. What we do? All the water we are going to get, and there is a drum or a tank. At home, there is a drum or the tank. All the data is going to come here. Okay, all the water is going to be going to the drum. This is my drum. Data warehousing means you think of a drum. So every time again I go back, now my bucket is empty because I put my water into the drum. My buckets are empty. Again I will go. I'll go to the tanker. I switch on the tanker. All the water is going to come. This is a fresh water. Whatever you're carrying, whatever you're having in the buckets are nothing but small in size. Fresh water is there, and 30 to 40 liters only you can carry. And once the buckets are full, I am putting all the water into where? In the drum. Remember. But we see there is a lot of particles in this. This water is not so cleaned water. Not so cleaned water. This is completely water is dirty. So what I should do? So I have to buy one more drum, and the drum is called staging. Clear? All the water from here, because it is muddy, dirty water, all the dirty water, this is dirty water will come, bad water will come to this drum. I'm going to be cleaning the water. So I put chlorination, I boil the water, I do lot of things here. I put lot of reverse osmosis process, and I cleaned water will go here. Cleaned water again is going to go here. This is what is called cleaned water. So every time, instead of directly loading from here to here, so my mother told don't do like that. We are going to be cleaning the water and putting, because we wanted to have a fresh water here and there. Am I clear? So every time we get the water to the bucket, we put the water into here, we clean them, and we put it. So everything will be empty. Again we get the water, we clean them. But one of my friend told, why are you manually taking the data from here and loading the data into the drum, and from here why are you taking it manually putting into drum? My friend told, why can't you buy a motor pump? That is what my friend told. Hey Bhaskar, the better you buy 2 motor pumps. Okay, so I ordered 2 motor pump. So one motor pump is called SSIS. So this motor pump I have fixed here, and as soon as the buckets are full, I switch on this motor pump, the water will come to this tank. So where the cleaning is going to be happening, after that again, from this tank to this tank it has to go, I will switch on this motor. From here to here, the data will go, the water will go. This is the cleaned water and it is historical water, large amount of water I'm going to be collecting, I'm going to be using. Clear? So if you understand in this example, clearly what is that OLTP? OLTP means a bucket where you have a fresh water. Bucket size is very, very small. Why can't you use a drum here? Why can't you get the tank here? Because when you keep the tank, it is impossible for you to move the data, clean the data, and one day the servers will become very, very slow. And we never carry a drum to the to the tanker. We always carry a bucket, right? So bucket is small in size. You have a water at the source level, very fresh water, but it is not guaranteed that whether it is cleaned or not. Clear? So you get all the water you will be putting into one tank. You are going to be cleaning here. After that, the cleaned water will go. We are going to be using what is called in between ETL. So what is a ETL? Motor pump. What is a ETL? It is a motor pump. That is what you got to understand. So when the water is gone here, now this is where you will be able to have the cleaned data, historical data. We are going to be processing the data with the help of SSAS cube, and we create lot of reports. These reports will be given to the customer. Clear? So you have also ETL. Do you have a ETL in your body? Your heart is pumping the blood from one place to another place. So remember, your heart is a ETL pump only. Clear? Now you have also a cleaning process. Your kidney is a data staging. Your blood cleaning area is a kidney. Kidney is a staging where the blood will get cleaned. Whatever you're eating, that will get cleaned. Clear? So that is what is you need to know. Staging area in your body is called kidneys. Your data pumping, blood pumping in your whole body is called, ETL. That is what is called SSIS. Clear? Extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. Transforming means change. Clear? So it will, lot of things it will change. We will talk about transformation and everything later. So transformation means change, convert. That is the meaning. Extracting the data, that means reading the data from the source. Transforming the data means cleaning the data. Loading the data means loading the data into the, writing the data into the destination. Reading the data is called extract and extraction. Loading the data means writing the data into the destination. Clear? So all the data from OLTP to OLAP, it is going to be having, every company will have OLTP and OLAP. So OLTP where you have a fresh data, it may be SAP, Java, .NET, Excel, doesn't matter. Wherever there is a fresh data, you can tell them that it is a OLTP data. Clear? So Excel is not mandatory. If the company has Excel, you can have Excel. The company may have Excel, company may not use Excel, we don't know. Sandhya, clear? So I'm giving you some hypothetical example. Okay? So you can have anything here in the company. So you need to understand companies are going to be getting the data from different sources. These sources are called as OLTP. All the data will go to where? Data warehousing or OLAP. So data storing and cube, these two are called actually OLAP. So data warehousing plus SSAS cube together called as OLAP. OLAP means online analytical processing. Then you get the data, create a beautiful reports. These reports will be given to the end user. Clear? So you may be working for where? You may be working for ETL, you may be working for staging, data warehousing, cubing and reporting. Clear? ETL 25 days class, data warehousing 7-day class, cube 3-day class, Power BI 45 days class, and all these things you are going to be learning so that you will be able to complete the process and you will be able to understand, get the data, clean the data, store the data. This is what is called data engineering. So at the end you are going to be preparing what is called a report. So report Anybody can create a 10th class, a 10 times failure guy also can create a Power BI reports, because the Power BI is called as a self-service BI. So any non-technical people also can create a beautiful reports. If you only learn Power BI, that is useless, because the complete strength is available here. So from here to here, the complete strength. So working with the reporting is very small activity in your data engineering. So data preparation is very, very important. Get the data, clean the data, store the data, process the data, then create a report. Clear? So what is that your work will be? I will give you one example, that is understand. If you go to hospital, if you go to hospital, you are a patient. You go to the doctor, sir, I'm having a fever. Doctor will say, you need to do this kind of a medical test to be done. And you take this medical test, you go to the laboratory, lab in the hospital. So there is a lab technician is available. He will be taking the blood, he will be taking the BP, he will be measuring your BP, weight and everything. He will be collecting blood, BP and everything, and processing the, storing the blood, processing the blood, and he will create a report. Report will be given to you, right? So, and the decision will be taken by the doctor. Doctor is called as a business user. So this is the doctor's role. Clear? So business user is this guy. So he's going to be taking the decision. So business user means he needs a report. Doctor needs a report. But who's going to be preparing a report? Report will be made by the lab technician. So your role will be a lab technician. Get the data, store the data, clean the data, create a report, give the report to the doctor, give the report to the business user. Clear? So we are not going to be analyzing the data. So lab technician cannot tell you, you have a dengue fever, you have a kidney problem, you have a stones in the kidney. So that is not a lab technician. A lab technician, if you ask also, he will tell you, I don't know, sir. You have to go to the doctor and he will tell you. So decision maker is a doctor. That is what is called a business user. Clear? Who's going to be asking for the report? Doctor only. So business user will ask for the reports and they need the report. Clear? Patient and lab technician. Patient is a client. Lab technician is nothing but a Power BI developer or ETL developers, or we are called as a data engineering team. Clear? So you are called as a lab technician, customer is a patient, and the business user is a doctor. Clear? So who needs the report? A doctor needs the report. He will tell you what kind of a reports you have to make it. For that, what kind of a data you have to collect, that you need to collect from OLTP and clean the data, clean the blood, and process the blood, store the results into the Power BI or SRS. Clear? So you will be asked a lot of reports by the business user. Every day you are going to be creating thousands of reports. Clear? And to create a report, you have to follow big circus. The circus is called getting the data, cleaning the data, storing the data, processing the data, creating a reports. These reports will be given to the customers. This is what you need to understand. Chalo. So this completes, what is Power BI, what is SSIS, what is a data warehousing, at least in brief. But next 3 months, we're going to be discussing in depth of that. Clear? Data analytics, business intelligence means we are going to be understanding the past. So with the help of a data warehousing means large data where you have historical data of the company. That's it. It is a large tank, large bank, large tank. It is going to be having a terabytes of data, lots of historical data of the company. ETLs are nothing but data import export softwares. ETLs are nothing but data importing exporting software. Clear? And I told you, you have a heart, that is blood importing exporting to your body. So your heart is your ETL, your kidney is a staging. That's what I told you. You will be able to get the fee payment details and everything within 1 hour. So make sure that you fill this form so that you will get the proper discounts and everything. If you don't have the form, you can write me email. You will be able to get everything properly. So I can teach you with the basic examples. You never think that you are going for a in-depth of technical discussion. You never feel like that. So I'll make it very, very simple so that you enjoy all my classes: SSIS, SQL Server, Power BI, data warehousing, SSAS, everything you are going to be understanding. You never think that a non-IT guy also can understand very, very easily the technical things. Yeah, am I clear? So that is what is the thing. So one project is included, so that is free of cost to you, and data warehousing is included, that is also free of cost to you. SSAS is also included, that is also free of cost to you, and you have to make the payment now for SQL Server videos plus Power BI now, and don't make the any payment for SSIS. That will be in the month of November. So the payment link will be given by afternoon today. If you don't have the payment link, you need to call these numbers, and or you can also mail me, sir, I did not get the payment link. By 6 o'clock, you need to make the payment today so that you will be able to get the new meeting invitation for the Monday's class. Clear? So the free demos got over. So all the demos I think you would have received. So from Monday onwards, you don't get any more videos. Only paid people will be getting the videos from Monday, and you can join this batch. If you miss this batch, next batch will be happening in the month of October 1st, and we'll have only 1 month, one batch, only morning time. If you don't have a time, what I can tell you, you can buy the videos and practice them. If you need any help, you can write a mail to me, guys. Clear? So experience documents and everything, don't worry about now. So I'll be there with you for another 3 months. I will be able to help you. So don't worry about. So if you have a PF account and everything, preserve it, don't close it. If you have any designation, that is fine. Even though you are getting 20,000 rupees salary, 30,000 rupees salary in the bank account, that is needed. Even though your designation will be a sales manager or account manager, or your designation could be anything, doesn't matter. I got one guy, his designation is home guard, constable home guard, but is going to be preparing lot of reports for the crime. So he joined our course from the crime branch of Hyderabad. He used to create lot of reports for the subordinates and Telangana police, Telangana government. Clear? His designation is a constable home guard. He got a job in Cognizant now. Now I told him not to change anything. You told them that your designation is constable in the crime branch, but his qualification is BSc, is a contractor there. Home guard means contractor job. He used to create a lot of reports for the crime for Hyderabad and for this town. And he joined the class and he got a job in the a very good reputed company, Cognizant. Okay. So you designation could be constable also, doesn't matter. End of the day, you are there to create a lot of reports. Payment, and don't ask me what is the payment and discounts. My team is going to be telling you. So if you have any other questions, you can also ask us. You can also tell us if you miss this class, and the next class will be happening in the month of October. So every month only one batch. Clear? So thank you, guys. So all questions I think answered. I will ask some more questions if you have something.